Katie, thank you so much. I'm here in New York City. I came here to drop off my daughter for college and essentially got stuck here because the flights were canceled. My heart is in Louisiana, so I have been making calls, and there is a very precarious, tenuous situation that is unfolding in Metairie right now at the Metairie Towers condominium complex. For those of you familiar with Old Metairie, that is right across the street from St. Francis Church. I am hearing from the Jefferson Parish Fire Department. Sources in there have confirmed that at least part of the roof has blown off, and there are 30 or 40 residents, most, if not all of whom are elderly, who are there. And this is part of the tragedy that they cannot get to them. You can see it there. And actually, I'm going to stop talking because she will narrate it. And she does live with an autistic child who she said is very scared.
There. Trying not to step on mine. It's just, it's really kind of cool. Catching some water, trying to clean my closet today, and now everything's on my bed.
We are sorry to interrupt that press conference, but there is a breaking story unfolding involving the deaths of nursing home residents on the North Shore. We are told that the Louisiana Health Department is investigating. Many nursing homes were evacuated from the South Shore. And we understand that all of these residents were taken to one particular facility, and they use the word loosely, it's in quotes, to Independence. And Erica Ferrando, she is on the story. She is standing by. We understand that 4 patients have died and more are being taken to the hospital.
Congratulations to the mayor, because she got her win. And that's what she was looking for. But at the same time, it looks like a lot of voters in the city voted with their feet and just didn't vote.
All right. Well, but she mentioned this is our time more than half a dozen times, and she talked about the infusion of money and investment in infrastructure and technology and things like that. So your takeaway from her speech?
Well, I think it was a vintage LaToya Cantrell speech.
Like, he asked to come over. I said, sure, but nothing's going to happen. I don't even remember him getting into my apartment.
If you have no recollection, how do you know you were raped and raped by him?
I guess like the alcohol might have started to wear off, like I wasn't drinking anymore. And so I have like brief flashes of like it actually happening.
In her lawsuit, Abby clearly states she was raped.
What do you remember?
I just have a memory of like my head being pushed down.
While Abdi lay bleeding and his partner laid siege at the door, backup arrives. A 1st District policewoman.
She says, "Get up and run." And I said, "Oh, so we're gonna run again."
They run to her patrol car.
So they didn't wait for an ambulance?
We couldn't. I was starting to lose that airway when we were on the floor in that shop.
As police race to UMC, the shooter races down the street and right into a man leaving work.
God came running.
Slowing the suspect down enough for other officers to catch up.
I definitely got a little bit more religious after that.
Why?
Just because I don't see how that's not just pure luck. And for it to like wiggle worm its way around all of that and not just cause massive hemorrhaging, there's something else going on there.
5 days after his fiancée told him to come home to her. 5 days after he was ambushed, he did.
That's the first thing I told her when I got to the driveway, like, I'm home. So I held up my end of the bargain.